Well, hey folks, MonkeyPuzzle here, and this is episode number 9 of ARK Aberration on the IronMine community server. What is up? Welcome. I'm over here in my newly completed cliff platform base. So, last couple episodes, I was working on it, and I finished it up in between. I kind of sealed it all up with a little bit more glass. And now nothing should be able to get inside. I left this platform open just kind of to have the cliff platform in its pure state. And this is kind of also my landing pad for bringing stuff up on the zip lines and such. But yeah, this is how it ended up. And sometime this week, I'll probably be doing just like sort of a short showcase video of it. So it'll be a little bit of a repeat for some of the folks who watched the other ones, but just want to make a shorter one because the last episode where I worked on building it was 45 minutes long. And many of you were great enough to watch that whole thing, but for mass consumption, I want to make something that's under 5 minutes. So don't be surprised when that comes out. But today is about preparing, because earlier today I went and I kind of explored on the edges of the map where I have been so far, and so now I've pretty much traversed this whole sort of green zone, the kind of nicer, more natural zone. It's still weird and trippy and awesome, but there are areas I need to go to, like the blue zone and the swamp and such, that I have not even gone to because I wanted to wait for you guys to be with me to do that. So I've made a little list of stuff I need to do to prepare for that. I figured I'd do the preparation with you guys, and then we don't have to bother with that when we explore. We can just start right into it. So the first thing I want to do is make a Ravager Clone Army, and I've already started on that. And over here on the elevator, I've got some work to do right here. Let's bring this all the way up. And so these are some Ravagers. I just got some permission from Arahli and BoringLP. Don't want to release it to tame. And so these are all some high-level dudes. We've got a 277 and a 272 and a 277, 274, 281. I think these are all unleveled so far, and they've got some nice colors and some really good ancestry. Some of them have some of my previous dogs in them from before. I'm not going to go through them one by one, but there's some really nice ones in here. So I'm going to use these as starter breeder stock. I've got some of my others over here. This Charybdis, my favorite. Some of the first really high level dogs I started with, they got disappeared. I fought a crab, a Carcino, out over there, and I thought I was fine, and then the crab grabbed me off one of them and killed me, and my dogs were left to themselves to fight it, and they're having a hard time fighting in the water. And of the 4 dogs I had at the time, I saved one, Charybdis, luckily my highest level one. 1 died, and 2 just disappeared. 2 of my favorite high level ones, and they didn't die. They were just gone. So I don't know if it was a problem with the crab, like pushing them under the mesh and they're still under there somewhere or what. But some of those are in the ancestry of these and so on. Anyway, I don't want to get into too much detail on that, but I'm going to be doing a bunch of breeding. And then the other things I want to do, you got to take off the HUD because you can't read signs otherwise, is I want to make a hazard suit and a charge lantern to help me out over there in the blue zone. And then also at the community center, there's some really great blueprints for an ascendant sword, crossbow, and some awesome Ravager saddles. And that's going to take a whole bunch of harvesting. And then I also want to make sure I bring with me some plant Z grenades and some aquatic mushrooms. So we're going to go through all these one by one. I'm going to start by bringing these guys in and doing some breeding with them. And I just want to show you real quick some of the work I've already done down here with that. Because a lot of my server mates go down there and I see all these death messages, whether they're in the blue zone or they've gone up to the surface. That's something else we need to do. I saw Raleigh get his butt kicked today in his video with that. And so I don't want to bring my most precious Ravagers I want to bring the ones that I can spare, my clone army. And oh my gosh, I guess some fights happened down here. Everybody is in a big mess. Let me see. Give me a second here. So let me see. I've got Cerberus 1, 2, and 3. These guys were triplets, and together they are my three-headed hell dog. So they'll always be together. And then let me pull a few more out here. Alright, got them pulled out. And the rest of these guys are my Djangos. We got Django 1, Django 2, Django 3, Django 4, and Django 5, 6, and 7. And that's named after Jango Fett from Star Wars, the source of the clone for the clone army. So here's my clone army, and I call them that because they're all starting to come out pretty similar in the stats. All pretty nice stats. Let's see, where's Django 1, who's the most leveled up, 321. So we're getting towards the 10,000 health and towards 2,000 stamina. Stamina doesn't matter because I won't be riding these guys mostly. They're going to be my pack dogs. Weights in the 1,000, melee's up to 350, movement speed 166. So really decent dogs. I want to see if I can even do better than that with these ones, because now I'm introducing a bunch more stock. It's a bunch of... There are some of my previous dogs mixed in back in their ancestry, but then there's also a lot of other dogs that are from other people on the server that are all mixed together at a high level. So we'll see what I can get. Definitely introducing some fresh blood. Alright, so let me get that sorted, get that going, and then we'll move on with some of the other tasks on the list. And just wanted to show you real quick how this platform here is set up to be a really cool breeding platform for Ravagers mostly, although I could get really anything up here with the elevator. I got my hitching post. Right now I've got the boys on this side, all the girls on this side. Turned out to be mainly high-level females, which will be great because then I'll get at least 5 babies, if not more. Got the nanny set up, got refrigerators and trough and plenty of resources for meat and stuff. She's all loaded, ready to go. Even got a Lystro here. Give everybody some more experience. Not that I'm going to be leveling up other people's dinos, but yeah. And then all these, here's just an example, have pretty good pedigree already. Lots of high-level ones within them. So we're going to be mixing them all up, and then I'm going to take the best ones, and they'll stay up here, and then the ones that I keep breeding from them will be added to the clone army. So I'm going to get to work and make a bunch of babies. So I'll see you when we got those. Alright, I was busy for a while there. I ended up with 7 puppies, if you can call them that, with very big, sharp, nasty teeth. So, and they go from levels, I think the lowest level is 251, all the way up to 286. So the levels don't really matter because it's really the stats that matter, but it's already looking pretty good. They're in the process of being imprinted. They're all getting lessons from the nanny there, paying attention to her. So I'll check them out after they fully imprint, because they're all sort of in process now, and see who turned out the best. And of course, then those would be my candidates from breeding from there. So that's the breeding done, or at least underway, and you saw a lot of that. I'm going to move on with some of the other stuff now. Okay, came over to the community center. That is just full of bulb dogs and shine horns and stuff. I haven't even found these out in the wild yet, but I have a feeling that will be coming up soon. Super cute. They're another little glow pet, and there's a couple other ones too. I don't see any around here. Anyway, over here on this bookshelf there are some great blueprints. Everybody's been keeping their good ones here, so we can use them. Oh, it's Santa. Talk about non sequiturs. Anyway, so over here there's a mastercraft sword that looks pretty good. It's going to take 610 metal ingots. So gotta grab that one, I think, with 288 damage. And then also there is this ascendant crossbow, 493 damage. That is awesome. And then somewhere here is a really good Ravager saddle right here, 196 armor, ascendant Ravager saddle. Gonna take quite a bit of material, so I am going to be doing some harvesting. Ooh, 18,000 hide. I may not be able to make too many of those. There's that one, and then this one's a bit more reasonable, the mastercraft one. So that's 4 times the normal armor, so see what I can do with that. I already told everybody I'm going to be borrowing these. I'll bring them back as soon as I can. There is a really good ascendant shotgun, and I think that may be it. There's some good climbing picks. I have one already. Well, how much metal does this take? 112. That's actually not that bad, so take that with it. We're going to have a big crafting party, but first I think I'm going to have a big farming party to do a lot of this. I have a lot of metal I've been building up, and I'll show you in a second where I've been getting it. I'm going to take one more look here and make sure. Oh, ascendant parasaur saddle. Have to have that. Anyway, I think I'm good. I'm going to take one more look through here, and then I'm going to head back, and we'll move on to, I'll show you where I'm getting the metal from. Ooh, these are nice. Alright, see you soon. Alright, I'm off to pay Ur a visit, because he lives in a place that has a ton of metal. Way more advanced than me mining the river rocks, or even those 6 metal nodes over up in the field off that way. My place is up there. This is the river valley. And then if I take a left right up here, instead of following the river, we will, I guess I could have turned here, we'll get to his place a little further up there and to the right. I've got a whole pack train with me. I want to bring back a lot of metal. Yeah, up here. Ooh, it looks like there's a drop there too. I don't know if I should take his drop. Well, it's not his. He just lives behind it. But that way is the entrance to the blue area, which we're prepping to go to, among other places. The other place actually is accessed through here. But up in here is his place, and I don't know if it's going to work out, me taking the dogs on the line. I'll try it. Yeah, they tend to jump on out of order, so it gets a little weird. So let me get them together, and then I'll show you what we're doing. Alright, so up here in this entrance to this dark, spooky place, Manden, he's got this cool base here. We'll just take like the brief open the door, look inside tour, but you can see it is all made out of metal, and there's a reason for that. Besides it being a scary place, there is metal here. Let me show you. So yeah, it gets real dark in here. Even my little glow pet doesn't do much for it. Well, just in the radius around me. I'm going to gamma way up, even though it's not going to look very good. Ooh, that's too much. Okay. Let's do, try that. Okay, that works. Oh, and what time of day is it? It's daytime. So there's actually an entrance to the surface in here. So we got to be careful. You don't want to get exposed to the surface in the daytime because it'll fry you up. Hopefully it's fine down here. I think we'll find out pretty quickly. If it's not, got my whole pack train with me still. So yeah, even when you gamma up, it's just real foggy in here, real misty. So yeah, that's the entrance to the surface. Right there. I'm not sure if I get under it, if it affects me or not, but in here, all these little weird rocks, we hit those. Now the bones are also harvestable, and they give you a ton of keratin, And there you go. From that one rock, we got 276 metal. Doesn't look anything like a normal metal node. But then, that's alright. At least I know what they are. So yeah, I'm going to go through here and harvest. And hopefully we'll be alright. Up on the surface, so Raleigh had a video today, and he got chased right away by a Reaper King. Some of these aren't harvestable. Like that one, I think, next to me isn't. Oh, no, it is. Okay. Okay. It's just these big landscape ones aren't. But you fill up on metal real quick, so I'm just going to distribute it to the dogs until they're all full. There should be enough here to fill them all up, and I'm just going to toss all the stone. And he's got an industrial forge, so I'm going to be able to use that. He offered up to smelt it up all real quick. Alright, so see you back at the base. Each of these guys has about 1,000 weight, and they have, again, the raw materials you put on them. So to have this guy be able to still move at about full speed, I can put his weight up to about 80%. So that means I can pull 1,600 raw metal off of that and still have enough leeway to run around. So that is pretty cool. Just to show you, this is what I just harvested right now. It turns out it's 12,047 raw metal. So I'm gonna get 6,000 metal ingots from that one trip in there with those dogs. So not bad at all. Like I said, a long stretch from when I was grinding river rocks. Okay, and now for the fun part. Let's make a sword. Woohoo! These saddles are super expensive, so I'm just gonna make one of the mastercraft ones right now. We'll build up to this. I don't even have 18,000 hide. I could make two of these right now, but I'll just make one. Actually, I'll make these other things first. Let's make the ascendant shotgun. That's awesome. And let's make, let me see, we can make this ghillie thing. Let's do that. And we need some more room before we make the other one. This crossbow. I've never seen a 493% crossbow. There it is. And then the climbing pick. Make a couple of those. Those are pretty necessary on this map because the regular ones don't last very well at all. Okay, so... And did I make the saddle yet? I don't think I did. So let's go ahead, make the saddle. Woohoo, that cleared up some space. And the ghillie mask. Oh, I did that already. Okay. And let's pull for some of those. Can we do that? I don't think I have enough organic polymer, so I have to get some more. But anyway, you get the point. We're really gearing up. So that's very cool. And then what I want to make also, and hopefully I didn't spend all the materials for it, but we can get more, is the hazard suit. And we'll really check that out in the next one. But this is supposedly makes you radiation resistant. It helps against some of the toxic mushrooms, of which there are especially a lot in the blue zone and stuff. I think it helps with going on the surface, and it's really good for heat as well. Let me see it. Shirt made from a unique combination of materials that protects the wearer from environmental contaminants. So it takes blue gems, congealed gas balls, crystal, fiber, hide, and polymer. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have used up all my organic polymer. Let's see what I got left over here. No, not in there. I've got some. Let me grab the congealed gas balls downstairs, and at worst, we'll have to kill a crab. These things that come from those gas vents. I think I showed you guys. I don't remember now. But yeah, you put this cap on the gas vents, and it collects these congealed gas blobs. Okay, so let's see where it is. Probably in armor. And... Huh, well, let's search for it. I'm assuming it's in here. Oh, unless it's in the fabricator. It is the hazard. So let's see if we can pull this stuff. Do that. We can do that. Okay. And we'll start making them. Doing good? Alright, we're making it all. Let's check it out. Okay, so let's take off my cute stuff. Put on the dorky stuff. Ooh, no, it does that field of vision thing. Oh, look at me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let me gamma down. And then... Let me see, let me get in the light somewhere. Oh boy. Alright. I'm all in a big rubber suit. Okay. I can mostly live with that, except why does it gotta restrict my field of view? But there's that. Let's see, let's check out what my hyperthermal is now. 2,162, so I can deal with some heat for sure. Alright, so let's take that off. And then the other thing I wanted to make was, let me see, it's called the... what's it called? The charge lantern. So let's learn that here. And this is basically, I think, shoots light at the bad guys who don't like light. I'm not sure. Oh, and batteries too. I've made those. I don't know if I can talk about them today because we're doing too many things. But yeah, you charge these up in those little green charging stations and you can run anything electrical on them. I'm assuming that this charge lantern is going to be in here too. Let's just search for it. It is. And what does it take? Bunch more stuff. I probably don't have enough of. Yeah. So we'll make that in the beginning of next episode. Because that's going to take a bit to get, and we've done a lot of things here. But one last thing I want to do, show you guys just a couple more things. So let's go ahead, or one more thing really. Let's go ahead and put this stuff back on. And let's take a flight over to Arahli's. I love that I can visit my neighbors just like this. Can I come and borrow a cup of sugar, a cup of tea, or some Plant Z grenades? Which is what we're really coming for. So let me just circle around, get a little closer. I can land and don't hit the mushroom. Boom. Not bad. So yeah, these are the Plant Zs, and they do all kinds of things. They make light. Apparently... I don't think the cultivated ones can, but the wild ones can heal your tames. And the bad things don't like them. And then they make these, which Raleigh said I could go ahead and take some if I needed them. Oh, I still got this on. But these are weapons against the guys who don't like light. And apparently they're good against a whole bunch of things. You know, just in general. So let me see. Let me find test subject. Gotta make sure there aren't a bunch of Ravagers down there or something, because I'll get my butt kicked, because I don't have much right there. There's one right there. And... I don't know if this is a good idea. But... worst thing that can happen is I'll die and have to come out with all my guys. Here, we'll be chicken, and we'll test it on the Dodie first. So I'm gonna toss it over there. Woo! And it's just like a what do they call those? I forget what they call those, but those like shot grenades. That didn't seem to do a whole lot to that guy. If you do it to yourself, look. Bam. I can't see anything. It sounds like I can move. But I just don't know what I'm doing. Alright, let's take a risk. We're going to waste one more. Always thirsty or hungry. And we're going to waste it on this guy. Okay, he knows I'm here. And I threw it too close to myself. I'm running away. But he is off our trail. So that did the same to him too. So that's pretty cool. And I think the nameless and those other things that we haven't really dealt with yet will be forced underground by that. Not sure. Oh. Okay. Woo! Run away. What did that do? No, that didn't work. It didn't work. Run away. Woo! Okay. All right, folks. So I think that's all the stuff that I wanted to show you today. We are getting pretty darn ready for going into all the other scary places. That's stone, so he can't hurt. Oh, God. What a dummy. Hi. All right. He's going to pose with me. And we're going to say goodbye. So, me and my Ravager friend who has left, my Plant Z grenade, and all the Ravagers upstairs, and my hazmat suit, and my ascendant mastercraft stuff, and everything else we got ready, will join you in the next episode. So stay tuned. I will see you then. And remember that if you want to play on the server, all you got to do is join my Patreon. And that's just so that people invest a little bit so they won't come on and be jerks. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and do it. And we will see you on here. Oh, and one more postscript here. I forgot to show you some of the levels on this. So the one who came out actually the best is not the highest level here, which is this 286. I mean, they're all really good. This guy has 5,000 health, 303 melee damage, 155 speed. But this one here, the 272, came out with 5,000 health and 400 melee straight off the bat and 1,000 weight already. Haven't leveled them up at all yet. That's just with the imprinting, 100% imprinting. So that is awesome. So definitely going to breed them up. Yeah, and have some super powerful clone Ravager armies. Okay. Saying goodbye again with all these guys. Bye-bye.